Hello folks, welcome back. This is Pawar, and in today's session we are going to see how Xamville practically works. In last session we have seen the software requirements for your Xamville project. We have two types of application. One is Microsoft Visual Studio 2015 or Xamville Studio itself. Here we are using Microsoft Studio 2015. Now let's see how it works. This is the basic GUI, or you can say your look and feel of your Visual Studio 2015. The upper part will contain the toolbox, which will give you the file, edit, view, debug, and various options to manage your studio. In left hand side we have a server explorer, which allows you to connect your database with your front end application. The second one is a toolbox. This toolbox will give you the basic GUI components which will help you to create your application. In the right hand side we have a solution explorer or a properties window from where we can get your project related internal files. Now we'll see how to create your Xamville project. For that, just go in File, New and Project. As I told you in last session, that in using the Studio 15 we can create an application which will run on all three platforms together or in an individual platform as well. Suppose if you want to create a Windows specific application, then you need to select this Windows option. If you want to create any Android specific application, then you need to select this Android option. Same goes for iOS. And if you want to create any application which runs on all three platforms together, then you need to select this cross platform option. In this session we'll see how to create an Android application. For that, just click on Android, select this blank app Android option, enter your application name. Here I'll enter hello video. The second option is a location. It's a default location of your project. Then solution name will remain same as your application name. Then in the downstream we have a create directory for solution option. We need to be sure that while creating this project, this option should be checked. The second option is the optional option. After entering your name and this checkbox, just click on OK. It will open your actual project now. See, as I told you that Solution Explorer will gives you the all internal project related files. We have various properties related to this project, reference files, assets, resources, and all other required files. First I'll show you the basic layout, or you can say your mobile view from where you can create your actual project. For that, just go in resource, then layout, and just open this main.axml file. This main.axml file is nothing but your designing part. In this file we have two options for designing. First is either you can create your application design using designer part. It means that you just need to select your any toolbox. Suppose I'll select text, then just select this text, any option or any button, and just drag and drop it to the emulator. And the second option is from your coding part. For that, just click on source. Once you click on source, it will open backend portal from where you can create your application using coding part. So now it's up to you which source you want to use. Either you can go by your designer window or by source window. Once you are done with this selection, we have various options given by designer part. The first is a device type. Here we have various mobile types like Nexus 4, 7, 5, 6 and whatnot. So based on your requirement you can select your device. Then we have a version. Version is nothing but your Android OS version. So we have a various version, then select according to your requirements. Then the theme is nothing but your default application theme. After selection of these basic properties, you can create your application. So now I'll show you the basic required properties to run your application. For that, just click on this properties option. It will open one list of properties. From this list of properties, I'll show you the basic required properties. The first one is a application. In application, we have a assembly name or default namespace. This namespace or assembly name will same as your project name. And then now the below three properties, compiler using Android versions, Android to target and target Android version, are the main important properties which will help you to run on your project on any emulator. So first one is a compile using Android version. This is nothing but the compiler version on which your application runs. The second one is minimum Android to target. This is nothing but the minimum Android version which tells you your application that on which minimum version your application needs to be run. And the last one is a target Android version. It's nothing but your SDK version. After selecting these basic properties, you need to make sure that these properties will match with your AVD emulator. So I'll tell you what is the AVD emulator. Basically, Visual Studio provides two types of emulator. One is internal and second one is external. Your internal emulator is nothing but your AVD emulator, and external emulator gives you freedom to run your application on your system, or also you can connect your mobile on to your system and you can see application your actual mobile. So for now we are using basic internal AVD emulator. To edit your AVD emulator, we have two options. Either you can go by tools, Android and Android emulator manager, or you can select this mobile type icon. After opening this AVD emulator, you can get two options. First is Android virtual device and second was a device definition. The first one gives you freedom to create or edit your existing application, and second one gives you freedom to edit available applications or available emulator in Studio. So now I'll show you the basic one. The first one is AVD Galaxy. This is the default emulator provided by Studio. So either you can edit this emulator and use for your project, or you can create new one. I'll edit this basic emulator. For that, just click on this emulator and click on edit. After clicking on edit, you will get one pop-up where you can see the various properties of your emulator. The first one is a AVD name, is nothing but your emulator name. The second one is device, like which device on which you need to run your application. The third one is a target. The target is nothing but your Android OS version. The fourth one is CPU ABI. It's your ARM version of your Android. The fifth one is a keyboard. It allows you to select a virtual, or you can say the hardware keyboard on your application. So it's up to you. If you want to select, then check this checkbox. If not, then click and uncheck it. The below all properties like screen, front camera, back camera, memory option are all the basic properties. Based on your device, this property will change. So here I have already edited this property, so I'll click on cancel. Once you are done with this AVD setting, then just click on the start button. After clicking on the start button, it will pop up the launch options, where you can see the properties of the AVD you have selected it. If you are okay with this property, then click on launch. If you are not okay, if you want to change this property, then click on cancel and again edit the AVD. And once you are done with that, then click start and click on launch button. Once you launch your emulator, it will take time to open based on your system performance. So once you are done with this emulator, then you can start your application. Just keep in mind that before launching any application in your emulator in working condition, for running your application, just go in this run button and select which AVD or which external emulator you need to, on which you need to run your application. These first two emulators are the external emulator, and the third one is nothing but your internal emulator, which just we have edited it. Then just select it and click on the run button. After this running, after clicking on this emulator, it will open your project in this Android AVD emulator. So that's all about the Xamville, or you can say the basic studio introduction. In next session, we'll see how to create, or you can say how to launch your Xamville application. Thank you so much. Please watch and do subscribe.